everyone, this is TN Eagle. Welcome back. This is episode 8 of Season 2 in our Road to Glory career mode with FC Schalke. And guys, in this episode, we're going to start off with the Pokal Tournament. And this is round 1. So hopefully we can do at least as well we did last year. Last year we made it, I want to say to the semifinals. Maybe it was quarterfinals. I don't know. I don't remember. I have to go back and look. But we'll just take a look at the squad. Looks like everybody's where we want them. And then we'll jump straight into the game. And we're going to get a nice start here. Jefferson Farfan on the right side. We're going to send it in. Hoger will end up with it. And he'll take a nice shot there. But he hits the post. But there is Pino Manlapa. And he will pick up the rebound and knock that in for a pretty nice goal there. And give us an early 1-0 lead. Hoger a little unlucky there to hit the post, and he's really, I think he scored in the last 2 games that we've played maybe with him. 3 maybe, I'm not sure, but he's really done well as far as his shooting there from just outside the box. But we'll move into the 36th minute, and again, we get find Farfan on the outside. He'll find Hunman's son, and just a little wide there. I really thought that was going to give us a 2-0 lead, but he does go wide, so we'll go into the half with that 1-0 lead. Not a bad start for us. Offensively, a lot better than what we've been doing. At least got some shots on goal, half of those on target, 8 shots on goal, half on target. And then here in the 59th minute, bad job there. Just a bad job. I mean, they had a corner set piece, and I really thought we were going to be able to clear that. I was in pretty good position, but we were unable to clear it. So that will be the end of regulation. So here in the tournament, we're going to need to go into extra time for this one. So not really the way we want to start off. Not much going on in the first overtime period. So we'll go into the second half and look at this volley from our left back, Fuchs. And that was just a rocket off of his left foot. And you look at the replay here. Just a perfect strike with enough curve on it to go right past the keeper. And that would give us a 2-1 lead, and then we actually added one on, which I somehow cut out. My apologies. But we did escape that game with a 3-1 victory. Ended up with 14 shots, only 6 on target. But the most important stat there, obviously, is the goals that went in. So we do escape there with a 3-1 victory. So pretty good start for us there in the Pokal Tournament, which is good to see for us. At least getting some more shots than we had been getting. So we're going to go in right now to the second game, and this is in the Bundesliga against Fortuna, I believe. So we're going to go in. It is raining. Not my favorite thing to play in. I don't usually play that well in the rain, but we're going to see how we do, and we're going to start off here in the second half because the first half was uneventful. And then here, Son again just misses a little bit. Far right now, and he is left-footed, so those couple shots that he's missed here in the last couple games have been off of his weak foot. But in that game, pretty defensive game there for both sides. Not a lot of shots. Again, we had 6 shots, but only 3 on target. So, but in the end, we couldn't get anything into the net. Neither could Fortuna, and we end up with a 0-0 draw. So we at least get the 1 point. Out of that game, which isn't awful. Obviously, where we are in the table, you always want the 3 points, but 1 point, of course, is better than none. So our third game, and it'll be the final game of this episode, guys. And this is now, again, into the Champions League. And we have not fared well in the Champions League, to say the least. We haven't been playing very well at all. So we're going to need to get a win. And we'll go in administrative. We have a couple emails. Dolly Manga kind of complaining a little bit about his playing time. And I've been subbing him in and giving him quite a bit of time. So not sure what that's about. But, we'll plug him in and we'll see. And in this game, we did kind of go back to our 4-4-2 diamond wide formation. Again, just switching things up and still trying to find that perfect balance of what we have. And this was the original formation that when I transferred these players in is what I had in mind. So hopefully we can get a better result out of these guys. So we'll move some guys around again in the Champions League tournament, especially where we've been playing or how we've been playing. I really have just been subbing in a lot and using a lot of the substitutes and putting them in. So kind of the same rotation that we've had, putting Menga in for Farfan. We actually put Maximilian Meyer in, I believe, for Draxler in this game, and just kind of giving those guys a rest. Put Shalai in for Hum and Son. I believe we left Malapa in for this game, so we'll just have to see kind of where we're at with that one as the game unfolds. But, you know, Shalai's actually come in, and he's done well when he's played, so it's just a matter of being able to get the ball into him and kind of see what we can do with that. Now you can see I'd move Menga in, but then I'd switch him around and put him back on the right side and then put Drakowski in. And he's only played a couple games with us, and his form hasn't been the best, but he is young, and I do still want to give him an opportunity to grow and to play. We did bring him in for that reason, so hopefully we can get some kind of progress with the squad. And even though these guys are substitutes, it's still a good side. It's still a good side, and they still have you know, a lot of potential and a lot of ability. So we can try to get something going. And we'll start it off here in the 10th minute against PSV. And Courtois was able to kind of knock it out, but not clear it completely. And then there is deflection, and PSV is now up 1-0 pretty early in the game. Moving forward, we're going to go into the 19th minute. We'll cross one in, not able to get it. Meyer with the rebound. He's going to take a shot. That gets saved. And that was actually a pretty good shot from Maximilian Meyer. Again, he's the 18-year-old phenom, we were hoping. But he'll send in the corner from that save. And then we'll find Joel Matip, who will be able to head that in and tie up the game at 1 apiece. Pretty good job there from Matip. Actually, it looked like on the replay, the defender had good position. And Matip just kind of went up over top of him and was able to head that in to the far corner. So in that game, that is really all we had going in the first half. You can see, again, both sides, 2 shots, 2 on target. Possession fairly even at 52-48. So we will go into halftime tied up at 1 apiece. Now moving into the second half in the 83rd minute. And that gets by Courtois. Just, I mean, the shot didn't have a lot of pace on it, but it was able to get by him. You can see PSV had a lot more shots, obviously, in the second half. And we had no more shots in the second half. So we end up losing that game. Again, in Champions League, we are just not playing well. Some of it could be due to the substitutes that we put in, but in any event, we lose yet another game in the Champions Cup tournament. So group stage is not looking good for us. Hopefully we can do better next episode. I'll talk to you guys later. And then we'll try to sub in some of these other guys for the Champions League games. But you can see it kind of made some changes. Put Shalai in for Son. And we'll kind of move some guys around. I'll put Menga in for Farfan. Tchaikovsky, we'll put him in